Thank you, Kazuma. We are gathered here today to witness our entry into Sumeru. God, I am so excited. The first Sealy into Sumeru. Guide us. We're here. Oh.
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your sister.
Yeah.
But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait a second.
Oh, hello?
Look, there's someone up ahead.
You have green hair.
Perfect timing. Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there. We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little
She just walked past you,
Paimon.
Paimon.
Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh? Hello, ma'am. Sorry, were we being a little... no. Okay.
Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she?
Maybe there's a reason she ignored us.
Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
Alright. I guess we'll go with that. Through mists of smoke and forest dark. Alright, our first statue of the 7 in Sumeru. My game is so laggy right now. Alright. Ooh. Denjo Traveler. Give it to me. Ooh. Yes. He is green.
Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here,
Oh my
could
god,
she?
we're intruding on her home.
What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions
Oh,
again?
maybe we shouldn't bother her.
Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
Uh-oh. What's happening?
Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
Something's not right. I've got to get out of here. Go, 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 go. No. Hello? I think I'm gonna pass out. Hello?
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
Are you serious? We just got here. That's the Irminsul tree, right? That the Toria was burning down. What? I was not expecting to see the Irminsul tree this early. Hello? Eeper! Be careful. Holy shit. Look at this. Bruh. Can I take a screenshot, y'all? No, I can't go back. Can I take a screenshot, y'all? I wanna take a pic. What is happening? Come on,
Traveler's been out for a long time now.
I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, the master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright,
Oh my-
then there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
Colette!
Oh, are you awake now?
Colette! Oh my
Thank goodness, Traveler,
Shush.
Well?
Where am I? Oh my god, I can't believe she's actually here now. She's actually in the game. Colette, it's nice to meet you.
my name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
Thank you for the help, sweetie.
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort?
Wait, I seem to be fine, except this taste in my mouth. It's so bitter.
Oh, that's
Oh,
Master's
okay.
herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious.
Okay.
Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
Great. She's so cute.
Whoops.
Oh, she dropped it.
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine?
Hello,
As I've already
Dignity.
told you, you
Who
must
are
be
you?
careful.
Wait, sorry, that is such a unique looking NPC. What the hell?
If Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Sir? Anyway, hi Dignity, nice to
So-
meet you.
How are you doing? Feeling better?
Yes.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well.
Yeah. What the hell was that about?
It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they
Borneol.
enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned.
Okay.
That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious?
Oh, about that, I saw a tree. A big tree.
Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now, because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Okay, bye-bye. See you soon, Colette. Please come home soon.
I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Okay.
Further observation?
But we need to get to Sumeru City.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain
I
everything
can
to
do
you.
that right now, sir.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Yeah, it's not, but it's always been that way, dude. I've always been mentally ill. What are you talking about?
Even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else.
Okay.
For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own.
Okay.
At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
Alright.
Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know.
I feel it's a little weird.
What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now?
Yeah, my body does feel a little weird, but what I mean is, I don't think what I saw were hallucinations.
You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
I'm not sure. When I saw the vision, it felt as if I was standing deep underground. But the red sky, could it have been Conria? Conria!
But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari?
Well, I mean, we can't... I mean, I know Tukuliti is a trustworthy guy, but I don't want to put that amount of information on him.
If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right?
He probably wasn't telling us the truth.
But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do?
Let's start by having a chat with Kalei.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... well, you understand.
But I have a vision too!
No.
Am I useless to everyone now?
Oh, baby.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Hello. Yeah, I suppose I do. Is there something we can help with?
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day.
Yes, please.
Do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like? That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the Wall of Samiel around
Wall
the
of
desert.
Samiel.
Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Sounds exactly like what happened to Raiden Makoto. Does it coincide with Conria?
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarasthana.
So they found her as like a... Was she just a baby? Just lying on the ground, and they found her and they're like, okay, let's take her. We don't question this enough. How are the gods like born? Quotation marks around the born. Born or created, or like how come A and Makoto are twins? You get what I mean? Like
Uh-huh. Then what happened? Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
it's okay.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Oh, right, we don't know that. We don't know that she's, you know.
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But... maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case,
Aw.
then don't worry, we understand. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Oh?
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Oh, yes, we do.
I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person.
Aw.
There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
Aw. I like how, like, Amber is the first person we meet in Mondstadt, and now Kalei is the first person that we meet in Sumeru.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm,
Aw.
causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
Keep going.
Sorry.
We've never seen this side of you, Kalei.
I wish I could tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
It's okay.
There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon?
Because I want to throw hands. Just joking. I just want to ask her some questions.
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
Small.
Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Is that a trick question? I don't know, maybe Lesser Lord Kusanali?
The name does seem to fit the statue somehow. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Welcome back. You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us. Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, some restraint, please.
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
Okay.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets.
Pita pockets.
I hope you'll like them. Whoops. No.
She dropped the food.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
I hope so.
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted. You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time. Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too. Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
Oh, it's okay.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments. No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature.
Oh, like the ears.
Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something?
Okay.
Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
That does sound like something Tiffany would say.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Alright.
Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He
Oh.
kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Well, he probably scolded you for a reason. What did you do?
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, "Why, oh why, is he going to die?" It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Paimon, I'm okay.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Thank you, Paimon, for your concern. Oh.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh.
Come on, it's funny. Just you going, why? Why is he going to die?
Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some primordial wrath! No! Don't touch me!
Wait. Oh. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Kale, what's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too. What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Oh, we're sorry.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
Oh no. We're sorry.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
Paimon, it's okay, you didn't know.
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time.
Aww.
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Kale. We're sorry. Aw. Can we talk to you?
Shh! Kale's asleep! Let's come back once she's feeling better.
Aw. We're sorry, Kale.
So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because... well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
They lose all control over their body?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Oh, sorry. It's been a while since I read the manga, and also what they showed in the manga was a little different to what Tighnari is describing right now, so that's why I'm a little like, oh shit, that's what's going on right now. Oh, Kale.
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
Is there any cure for Elazar?
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there.
Oh.
She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied
No.
and said they had a cure. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor.
Yeah.
I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
It's okay.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
I would never. Tighnari, how dare. How dare. The audacity to assume. I'm joking. I would never put Kale through that.
Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now.
Aww.
Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Can we come along?
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler.
Okay.
You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
Okay, I will.
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharville. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When you find them mature, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalkalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh! Okay.
I just liked hearing him ramble. I didn't care.
Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
Come on, Paimon, that's mean.
I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh,
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
damn.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharville.
I can't come with you?
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
It's okay, I'm built different.
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the Withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Well, I'm built different, so...
Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
I can also control the elements.
But you don't seem to carry a vision.
I'm built different!
Oh, look! Those plants have withered. That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the Withering. Alright, Traveler. We're going to have to enter that Withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the Withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved.
Gotcha. Let's do this. Oh.
Recently, the rate at which the Withering Zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that Withering Zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The Withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of Withering Zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious. By the way, have you heard of Irminsul before?
I think I've heard it somewhere before.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense. You can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface.
Yeah, the ley line trees that we see in domains are Irminsul trees, right? Spreading and extending a massive cavern. Sounds a lot like what I saw when I lost consciousness in the cave.
Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
You mean Irminsul is sick?
That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago. But even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Hello.
Oh no, Hypatia! This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar
Oh?
you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru. Let me see what's written in the letter first. Oh.
All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Is it the squiggly lines? It's like tallies?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her... well,
Oh.
I'd prefer not to remember that.
Okay.
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, traveler, take a smell and see.
Sniff.
So, how do you feel?
It's a light and refreshing fragrance.
Back when we were clearing the withering zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsol's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
What I saw weren't hallucinations, were they?
That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you.
It's okay. I get it.
Because what you saw is of significant importance. Not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire world of Tevat. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
What exactly was it that I saw?
When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself.
Damn.
I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneol are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely
Yeah.
ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Alright. Thank you.
No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Oh! Is she okay? Oh, what the? Hello? It's a little mushroom. Mushroom thing. Plant thing. Are you following me? Oh my god, you sound so cute! Hi! Please don't attack me. Huh? It just disappeared.
There you are.
Hi.
So hungry.
Oh my...
Need water.
Ma'am?
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first. Huh? Wait. Why does it look super
Huh?
foggy outside all of a sudden? Anyway, let's go look around.
Wait. Where am I? I am not on the map. A domain? Is this your dream, Hypatia?
Wow. This place place is huge!
It is pretty
Paimon knew
though.
there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Oh. Oh. It's very pretty here. Hello? Where am I? Where the fuck am I? What is happening? Yeah, this is Inazuma's. This is an Inazuma play. Huh? Okay. Okay. Okay, I guess. Ooh. What? No, 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 no! I left the chest behind! No! How dare you! Bro, I left the chest behind! Whoa, this place is pretty. I'm sorry, let me just admire this place real quick. What? What are you doing here?
Like we meet again, traveler.
You piece of shit. No, I'm gonna beat shit up. You know, you're lucky I don't have Ayaka on my team right now because I would beat your ass. Okay, Ayaka would beat shit out of you.
Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last.
Bitch.
Now die!
Not if I have anything to say about it. You're not gonna kill me. Trust me, I have plot armor, okay?
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's
What?
see how she's doing.
Wait, so the...
So sweet.
Wait, what about the Paimon that was with me? In the dream?
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Sorry, I kind of zoned out for a second there.
Are you okay? That's really not like you.
Who the fuck was the Paimon in the dream? That wasn't the real Paimon?
I'm grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived.
I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Is it a little round creature? Kind of like a cabbage.
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
I know, Paimon, but the shit we've gone through in Teyvat, there's a lot of shit that's hard to believe in here, so like, I think you could afford to believe me just this once.
The first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul.
Okay.
And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the
Dancing.
cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them.
So cute.
They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them, but I never would have expected them to save me.
Sounds like a great neighbor. Ma'am, I think you gotta eat first, though.
Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the
Ma'am,
food
I
here-
was dreaming.
You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
Well, I guess that makes me the smartest person in Teyvat, right?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn Ale primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power.
Okay.
Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I understand.
As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars
hello.
and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge.
Your little friend
and
is
touching
here.
such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Okay.
Whoa! So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Aren't you afraid of the risks, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon.
Yeah, but seeking knowledge from Irminsul trees that are like connected to ley lines and shit like that, I feel like that's some sort of like, I feel like you're looking for forbidden knowledge here, you know?
But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh yeah.
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical.
Hang on. What is that? Reminds me of the dream I saw from the Aranara.
The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep.
Or the Dendro Archon is trying to protect you all from something else.
If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life, I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thank you, Hypatia. Alright. How long is this Archon quest? When Inazuma came out, Act 1 was... oh my god, it was dragged out. Oh my, I gotta walk.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand.
Oh my god.
As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Huh. And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Oh.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
They're being vague about it.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
Damn, he pissed.
If that's the case, then I'm afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Don't look at me. I didn't do shit. Don't look at me. Don't stare at me. Look away.
Now that the traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct? How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Amurta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile.
Okay.
Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try. It's called an Akasha Terminal.
Oh, so
It's a tool produced by the Academia that utilizes
why
the
you say it
legacy
like
of
that?
Greater Lord Rukadevata. Some say that this very item is the basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom.
it's the thing on their ears, right?
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! But wait, before that...
We need to say goodbye to Kali.
She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tainari. Alright, let's go!
See you soon, Dignity.
Farewell, and good luck to you both.
Bye bye. If I pull for Sino and if I lose my 50-50, please, can you come home instead? Okay, thank you. That's all I have to say.
Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey. Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
We'll be back to see you soon, Kali.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend. Not some girl that needs your sympathy.
It's okay.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us.
That's true.
We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and Traveler, if you ever see Amber again during your travels, please don't mention my illness to her, okay?
Aww.
Amber knows about my case of Elazar and what's happened in my past, but I haven't told her about my condition getting worse. I guess I just don't want her to worry about me. If the need arises, I'll tell her about it myself.
Alright. Off to Sumeru City we go!